Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Oral Reports. So, has anyone ever attended any special clubs before? You see, as a kid, there were times where I had a hard time making friends due to me being autistic and all. And that was when, starting in my fourth grade year, my mother signed me up for a weekly social skills club, which was where I first met several people who would become many of my closest friends, including Stephen James Smead. Also, over the years, I've been attending other clubs like the Canyon Hills Church Academy until its leader, Shelly Terry, moved to Colorado during the mid 2000s, Link Crew during my high school age, along with the Boy Scouts of America, Troop 604, until I reached my Eagle Scout rank in 2009. Also, during my college age, I've been participating with these guys while researching Pan's Labyrinth for a cultural film response for a intercultural communications class project. I've been participating in several special events with YMCA's New Horizons, and I've also been going to several dances which were hosted by Rose Gutierrez. And nowadays, not only am I still a client of Vocational Visions and a performer at Musical Theater Village, but I've also been chatting and collaborating with several other film reviewers from all over the country, like Jonathan Cohen, aka Jade's Watch, The Movie Fan, Bonnie Joy O'Connor from Joy Unicycle, whom I hope to do a co-review with soon, and Alpha Lion Simba. Anyway, on the topic of making friends and clubs, today I want to look at a Sofia the First episode that involves this particular subject. So let's get started. Airing on television on September 25th, 2015, this is Princess Adventure Club. Now, on for the plot of the episode. New student Princess Zooey is having a hard time making friends when she comes to Royal Prep. Thanks to a suggestion from Princess Sofia, she decides to start a Princess Adventure Club, and she invites all the princesses at school to join her, except Amber, who was rude to her on her first day. So, what are my thoughts? Well, to me, this episode has a couple hiccups, but it's still pretty good. And to further explain what I'm talking about, let's move on to Mustang Notes. Now, the moral of this episode is, don't exclude people when you are angry at them. And to me, this is a value that I've known about ever since my early childhood. And to be honest, I'm happy to never exclude the most closest people in my life. And as I said to Jodie Benson when I first met her via GalaxyCon, I hate being left out. Also, I must mention that this is the fourth time where director Jamie Mitchell provides the voice for a character on the show. The first time was in Finding Clover, the second was in The Princess Stays in the Picture, and the third was in the Leaf Song Festival. And this is producer Craig Gerber's second episode to voice a character. The first episode was in The Baker King. Also to note, this is one of several episodes that got to be on the Secret Library DVD. As for the animation, well, in my opinion, the CGI animation by Toei is excellent as usual. However, during the beginning of the episode, there is a certain animation goof that can be spotted in the Royal Prep cafeteria when Princess Zooey arrives. You see, there are two Princess Junes, as well as two repeated princesses, one repeated prince, and a second Prince Hugo. But that goof aside, the animation is still great, especially when the young princesses go on an after-school adventure, like at the misty forests of Outer Martinos and Albany Island. And now, let's talk about the episode's song. when it comes to making friends, sung by Princess Zooey. To me, this song is pretty similar to previous songs like I Belong, Know It All, and A Princess True, due to it giving the singer some nice character development. And I like the part at the beginning where Zooey tells Sofia about her past adventures, like traveling around the globe, scaling towering mountains, sailing on pirate ships, outrunning minotaurs, parachuting off cliffs, and so much more. Also, I thought the parts where Zooey swings on some vines seemed like a lot of fun in my opinion. And now, let's move on to the characters and their voice actors. Princess Sofia is voiced by Ariel Winter, whom was young Kairi in the Kingdom Hearts game series, Marina in Jake and the Neverland Pirates, a few of Thumper's sisters in Bambi 2, young Trixie in Speed Racer, Marlene in the complete version of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Penny Peterson in DreamWorks' Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and Smurf Lily in Smurfs The Lost Village. To me, Sofia is still a sweet, loyal, and friendly princess, and during this episode, I like that she tries to help Zooey make friends by suggesting that she host an after-school adventure club. Also, throughout the episode, Sofia tries to get Amber and Zooey to become friends with each other. Next we come to our main character, Princess Zooey, voiced by Fiona Bishop, who also voiced Megan Peg, and she voiced Loretta Callisto in Miles from Tomorrowland. For those who may not remember, Zooey was first introduced in the Scramble Pets episode, where she and her mother were taking a tour of Royal Prep, and she decided to attend the school after witnessing the shenanigans that Sophia, Amber, James, and Vivian's pets were getting into. Anyway, in this episode, Zooey is unsure how to make friends, since she always travels and was taught by special tutors. After a suggestion from Sophia, she forms the Princess Adventure Club to make friends, and she learns from Sophia that it's not nice to exclude others after excluding Amber from the club for hurting her feelings. In my eyes, Zooey is a pretty cool princess due to all the past adventures she's had before attending Royal Prep, and I think she's quite a thrill seeker. However, I do feel bad that Zooey doesn't know what a slumber party is, or that she's never played any sports before. Next is Sophia's sister, Princess Amber, voiced by Darcy Rose Byrnes, whom was in The Legend of Korra, Spirit Riding Free, Desperate Housewives, and Big Shot. Now, while I do like the fact that Amber is into astronomy, I didn't really like her attitude during this episode due to her interrupting Zooey while she was trying to make friends at the cafeteria, and when she pushed Zooey away for correcting her while she was showing off her meteorite. But what's even worse is that Amber refuses to listen to Sophia when she tried to explain that she hurt Zooey's feelings, and she starts the Amber Adventure Club to get even, which pretty much makes Amber an egotistical brat. Thankfully, Amber makes up for her behavior by saving Zooey when her hot air balloon hydrofoil goes out of control, thanks to some persuasion from Sophia. And I'm also glad that in the end of the episode, Amber and Zooey make amends and agree to join their clubs together. We also have Princess Vivian and Princess Kari, voiced by Sabrina Carpenter and Kiara Muhammad. These two were the first new members of the Princess Adventure Club, and after their first adventure in the misty forest of Outer Martinos, they spread the news to all the kids at Royal Prep, which inspires new members to join Zoe's club. And now on to my final words. Overall, Princess Adventure Club was a pretty decent episode. Despite a few minor animation goofs, the CGI animation is still good. I thought Sophia was a great new friend for Zooey, and I thought Zooey and Amber despite their rivalry towards each other, were understandable characters. Plus, we get a great sense of adventure with all the various locations that the girls go to, and we get a good moral on not excluding others from a group. As for my rating, I'll give it a 76% out of 100. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me next time where we look at an episode where Sofia wanders into a magical world inhabited by elves. Mustang Power.